Yeehaw! What's going on? Mayong buntag, magandang umaga, mayong aga. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Guys, we're here in Mate, Mindanao. I've reached pretty much the southern tip of Mindanao here. And it's a little bit hard with all those viewpoints on there, isn't it? But let's see if I can get rid of those real quick. Maybe not. Where do I do that at? Oh, I think it was up here. Yeah, shoot. I can never remember where to get rid of that. But yeah, those are all my travel points. So basically, guys, I recently moved to Palampanlete, and I traveled all the way down about a week ago. I left and traveled all the way down, bye-bye, and then down So Good, down this little one, this peninsula here of Leyte, crossed over into Mindanao and then Surigao City, and then met up with my buddy Jim. Shout out to you, brother, in Batuan City. And then he and I started just a couple days ago touring this eastern coast of Mindanao, and just really, really cool. We spent the night, I think it was right around here we spent the night. And just kept riding down. And guys, I got to tell you, this eastern coast of Mindanao it's so beautiful. Really, 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 really cool roads, really open up. We've had a little bit of bad weather, honestly. We've had some rain, so it hasn't been the greatest of weather. But this eastern coast is just gorgeous, especially around Mate. I'd say 2 hours north of here is in the ride, like the last 45 minutes or so coming into Mate is just beautiful. And then this whole coast, probably 2 hours up. From bye-bye over to the coast it was whatever, right? I mean, it's Philippines, so it's okay riding, but it wasn't the greatest. But as soon as you get the coast and coming down, and like I said, especially like an hour or so north of here, and one of the cool things about this area that's different, I feel, than other areas I've been in the past, is the surf. It's freaking big waves, man. And we're seeing and meeting like surfers and guys that are coming here to surf. And I haven't really seen that before, right? They're like, there's no one going to Cebu to surf. There's no one going to Bintayan Island to surf, right? Here, you can see the big waves, meeting people who are here surfing. So lots of big waves, lots of big surf, gorgeous views coming down this coast. Mate, I'm going to be shooting a video here. Hopefully, like I said, the weather hasn't been the greatest. It's not downpour, but it's drizzly, right? It's the Philippines. And one of the things I didn't realize until recently, a couple people were telling me, January and February can be some wetter months here in Mindanao. So anyways, I like to shoot some stuff here in Mate. Love this town. I know I've been saying that about a lot of towns, but I really do like Mate a lot. Let's pull up a map, because one of the things that I like about it is, you're just so far south, you're kind of out of that. Sorry, I was just seeing if I can remove some of those distractions there. Let's see here. Show sidebar recent your contribution sharing. Yeah, because that just makes it a little bit hard. So one of the things I like about this southern part of Mindanao is you're less likely to get typhoons. The typhoons usually run in around the central region and then run up, even Samar, right? They usually come in right here and then run up. So you're looking at a less likely to get, but they do have volcanoes and earthquakes and all that stuff here, probably more earthquakes. But a really nice region, really dig it here. Just gorgeous. There's a big beach down here. Yeah, man, we're looking to maybe do this sleeping dinosaur. This looks really cool, but the weather's not the greatest. But the roads, I mean, just look at the roads here. Super twisty, super cool. Excited. So we're going to be heading here for staying another night, and then going to be riding this coastal or this mountain road up to Tagum, and then spend some time in Tagum. So yeah, man, lots going on here. It's been good. Lots of travel, lots of just kind of bouncing around, back on the road again. Excited to be back on the road. And with all that preamble, let's see if we can get to the comments. So real quick, I'm in the internet. I'm in a hotel. I'm in the internet. It looks pretty good, but it hopefully there's no delays or any of that stuff. So, but decent. It looks like it's coming down pretty good. Yes, I know, Bill, right? So nice to be on the road. I freaking dig traveling around this country. And everyone's been so friendly. Everyone's been so great. Like we're driving around and seeing people. It's just, I really dig riding around the Philippines. Great place to just kind of go and ride. Most of it I've been doing by myself. I did hook up with my buddy Jim, and he and I have been riding over the past couple of days. But honestly, as a solo rider, it's really doable. What's up, brother? Good morning, man. Yeah, Mayo Naga, Manga Nanu Maga. Yeah, good morning, man. Hope you're good. Yeah, I hadn't been on live in a while. Just been on the road, and the internet was good here, and we got a day that we're just gonna kind of chill because it is a little bit drizzly out. So it's like, you know what? Let's get on the live stream. I've got a video coming out, so I've set a schedule. I do videos once a week now. Honestly, YouTube is becoming a job for me, and it was getting where I just didn't even really like, this kind of sucks. So I put up a schedule where I'm just putting out videos once a week now, and it's very doable for me. That's really easy. I didn't move to the Philippines to do a YouTube channel. I moved here to chill and relax, right? So that's kind of the attitude I'm taking on with more YouTube, is just kind of, put stuff out once a week. So I think the video I've got coming up is from Bye Bye Latte, and really quirky fun thumbnail. I was getting ready to go for a run, but I talk about Bye Bye Latte. But yeah, man. So I was like, yeah, I'm chilling. Let's do a live. Let's see what's going on. But Bye Bye Latte, I think that's coming out tonight. So you guys will see it in the morning local time. United States, it'll be whatever, Friday around 1 p.m., I think, in the afternoon. But yeah, man, I had to put stuff on. So yeah, this is just the description that I paste through here, kind of letting people know what we can, we can talk about whatever, of course, but just that's in the description. I agree. Northern Mindanao had a good road from Ozamis City to Batuan, 2 lanes each way. Steve, you're right on, man. So let's pull up a map and we'll talk about that. You know what, man, I'd really like to get rid of all those blue dots, but that's all right. My OCD will see if I can let that go. So from Osamis City to CDO, yeah, it's okay, right? I didn't mind that route. There's a bridge there that you went over that kind of saves you a little bit of time. Actually, it's probably right down through there, so you don't have to go all the way down and around. But yeah, it's okay. Honestly, though, brother, the riding, when I looked, so I did this Northern Mindanao trip. I came over from Dumaguete to Tapolig City, yeah, and then rode this whole northern coast. My favorite part of the northern coast is from CDO over to Hanog. This stretch right here, guys, it is just gorgeous, man. Through this mountains right through here, just beautiful. And it's I think a couple hour ride from Hanog to CDO. Just beautiful. Yeah, actually out of Northern Mindanao, that coastal road, that was probably my favorite stretch of road. And then out of Eastern Mindanao here, really this last couple of hours. So I'm down here in Mate. This last couple of hours, this eastern coast all the way down through here was just gorgeous, man. I can't wait to come back in a more sunnier time of year to kind of redo this part of this ride. A lot of it is kind of a little bit of a scouting trip. But yeah, I've been on that road, Ozamis to Butuan. I think the thing that is there for me, Steve, if I go back to those areas, spend some time in Iligan, is do more of the like waterfalls and stuff like that are out there. As far as motorcycle riding, there's some better areas to go riding on, but definitely big roads, easy riding for sure. And here as well, these roads, there's some washed out sections of the road, mudslide and stuff that come through, but for the most part, it's really easy riding. Yes, I'm getting it down, dude. I'm trying, man. There a lot of this YouTube is figure it out as you go. So I'm trying, man. I'm still passionate. I'm interested in having this work, right? I'm interested in still doing YouTube. I'm interested in being successful at this. But I've readjusted kind of where I'm at. My priorities is, just kind of posting on a weekly schedule and that kind of deal. But I'm still interested in kind of making this work and being successful at it and learning and going. I mean, honestly, a lot of this channel for me, and that was kind of what I was, it's just a way to keep myself busy, a way to engage my mind, that kind of deal. So I'm just kind of, and then focus more on having fun, focus more on travel, exercise. So, so that's kind of what's been going on. But yeah, I'm figuring it out as I go. Were you able to take the little lady with you? No, Mary Rose is back and she's still in Leyte up there. And, she's really busy through through this next couple of months. She's finishing up her last year of college, and after that, she'll be a little more free in the summer. And then we're looking to do some trips. We were just talking about how maybe we can come back down here, June or July or so, when she's out of school. She's also learning how to ride a scooter. So we're planning on probably taking 2 bikes and pack some camp gear and go camping and stuff like that. I've really, over the past year, I've built up my camp gear. I've got sleeping pads, and so that's kind of the plan. But unfortunately, no, she's tied up right now and can't come. And she's a little bit sad because today here in the Philippines is Valentine's Day, and she shared with me that she's never gotten flowers on Valentine's Day. So I told her, I said, look, when we get back, I will get you flowers. We'll go out to dinner. We'll get some candies and stuff like that. So, she just never has had that experience. So she's a little bit sad today, honestly. So she's not with me, but I'll figure that all out when I get back. A little bit in the doghouse, not too bad, but we didn't really plan this all the way out when I was leaving. We're just, hey, we got the apartment set up and this kind of thing, and it's get on the road and go. So, but yeah, no, she's unfortunately not with me. But yeah, thanks, Bill, for asking about her. She is doing good. She's doing good. Like I said, she's really busy with school and all that. Great video and music. Yeah, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. That footage there was from northern Negros, and just gorgeous. I like to get back out and ride that too. That was really beautiful and different, right? Northern Negros is kind of, you can see it there, a little more open, like these open rolling kind of farm areas. Like it doesn't remind me of Kentucky, but that's kind of what, Kentucky's just like the really open and farmland kind of deal. That is like that, but Kentucky with palm trees, right? So that's Northern Mindanao or Northern Negros, and that footage is from that. Northern Negros is definitely gorgeous, man. The regions are a little different. Here, like the riding that I've done so far, the coastal stuff is super. It's probably some of the best coastal roads that I've been on was right around here, in just these big views of the water coming in. A lot of the coastal roads that I've seen so far, sometimes you just don't have a good view of the water, so it's flat kind of deal, right? But Leyte is nice also. This is just really different in the sense that you've kind of got mountainous roads right up next to it. At least the riding that I've done so far here in Mindanao, you've got these mountainous roads, so you have these really open, big views. Yeah, so I like it, man. It's nice, man. Nice. Hey, Ryan, you ever hear anything about the YouTuber that was killed in that area? I don't, man. I think I know what you're talking about. Let's pull up the map, and it's not right where I'm at. And admittedly, I'm kind of not. So this area here, this Zamboanga Peninsula is one of the areas by the United States Department or whatever travel sites that say, you're not supposed to go into. And I believe this is where that younger gentleman, I believe that's who you're talking about, was kidnapped. I don't know anything about it, if he was found or any of that. So this is a region we don't want to go, right? I was up here in the northern area in Dipolog and skirted through. But yeah, this region was where that happened. Another air region that we're told not to go is this Marawi City. So I did go through Iligan, and so it's within an hour of there. There's a bunch of regions here. I was also told not to go to Cabota City, that there's some stuff there. Yeah, so this region here is supposed to be not so good. And then honestly, I just think a couple weeks ago there was a problem, I think in Carmen, which is supposed to be an okay area, where a 50 or 54-year-old American was killed from a robbery. So there's some things going on, but I mean, to put that in perspective, guys, how many robbings and killings and stuff like that happen in Chicago, Detroit, New York, there's 20 in a weekend, right? So yeah, things happen out here. They do. And you want to keep your head on you, but it's nothing like what we have in the West. It really isn't. I think if anything, gentlemen, it's keep your head on you and stay fit, stay healthy, right? Don't be a target. Don't be an easy target. If you look at it, I'm 3 times the size of most Filipino women, probably twice the size of most men. it would be like me trying to go up against a freaking offensive lineman, right? I'm going to think twice about that before I would do anything like that. So, if you take care of yourself and you don't make yourself an easy target and you keep your head on you, that's the way to behave. But at the same side of that, I don't think we need to be overly paranoid either, right? I think it's much more dangerous in the United States, and in particular, some of these bigger cities than it is out here. At least that's my personal take. But again, keep your head on you, I would say, right? But no, Brian, I'm not in that area, if that's the guy you're talking about. Bill, oh, wow, that's the Eastern Coast. Yeah, I thought that was Northern. Yeah, no, I'm in the Eastern Coast now, riding down through that whole eastern part of Mindanao. And the plan is to probably, let's go back to the map here. The plan is, I probably will. So from here, I'm going to ride up to Tagum and spend a couple nights in Tagum. I'm hearing in Tagum that there's some big bike shops there. I could probably take the Honda in. I want to go take a look at it, see if I can get that front end suspension kind of worked out. I may, because I'm here, go down to Davao. And I met a guy, a shout out to you, Seth, really cool guy from Belgium. I met a guy who said, dude, you got to go out to Samal. He says, it's just freaking epic. So I might go down to Samal and spend a couple days out there. And then the plan is, once I get done with that, is to ride this road, this really cool mountainous road, up through Valencia City, up through the mountains, Malay, and end up back in CDO. So go back to CDO and then, ride back home. So that's the plan, really. But it's whatever, day by day, and just kind of really just riding around. But I have to say, man, there's a lot of these great cities that haven't heard many people talk about. And one of them is the one I'm in right now at Mate. Just beautiful beach area, cool mountains, good sized town, 170,000, I think it is. Also, Batuan is another cool city that I just hadn't really heard many people talk about. That's really a big town. It's a big town. It's a little bit bigger than Ormoc. I think that's the video that's coming out tonight, is Batuan. And it's really, I dig that town, man. It's cool. It's got a big mall, lots of restaurants. Some of the best restaurants that I've been at so far were in the SM Mall there in Batuan City. Really good food. I think it was Ian Restaurant. Had a really good burger and fries. So yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Hey, Jim, what's up, man? Hope all is good there in Cocoa Beach. Beautiful. Good for you, brother. Yeah. Internet's good. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. So we'll see. Hopefully it stays up. It's look when I was doing some speed tests, it looks like I was 100 meg up and down. So looked like it was pretty good. What's up, Richard? How you doing, brother? Yes. Magananu Maga. Hope you're good. Jeff, weather negative 26 degrees in my neck of woods. Wow. Yeah, I got my cat got stuck out in the drown spout. Oh crap. Yeah, but one of those cats is a little bit warm. Presto, we both laugh. Oh my gosh, man. Oh, good. Yeah, that's cold, man. It's super cold. It's pretty warm here, man. Right now it's 83 degrees, but it's a little bit drizzly. Yeah. Ah, man. All right, Danny, Chris, any plans to visit the islands of Mindanao? Saw some pics of Camigan Island, and it looks amazing. Danny, I'd love to get out to Camigan, right? Let's take a look at the map up there and kind of talk about Camigan. Yeah, just north of CDO, Yeah, I'd love to get out to Camigan. I will get out to Camigan at some point. I don't know if I'll get out to Camigan right now. I've got a little bit of a timing deal. I mean, not bad. I've got the month of March. I've got all rest of February and March to kind of do this kind of trip and whatever. But late March, I need to be back in Cebu because I'll be going over to the Formula One race in Japan. So, and that's going to be early April. So I got a couple things. I don't know if I'll be able to do. I'm on a little bit of a time thing, right, where I got a month and a half or so, and I'm just kind of slow rolling. We've been kind of burning through a little bit of this, but probably from here on out, I'm going to be slow rolling, 2 to 3 days in a spot. That way I can really kind of check it out and see for myself kind of the towns and get a good feel for it. So I don't know if I'll make Camigan or not, but for sure on my radar while I'm here in the Philippines, for sure. Absolutely. Kevin, what's up, man? Durango, Colorado. Gosh, so beautiful there, brother. So beautiful. Yeah, I miss Colorado a little bit. I do. Yeah, good to see you. I'm curious, why are people interested in Mindanao with over 6,000 islands north and south with no warnings, but looks like some often right? Yeah, so brother, I just think there's regions that are bad, but most of Mindanao isn't bad, right? Especially like we were talking about in comparison to like Denver or other parts of the United States. So I think it gets a little bit of a bad rap. And for me, what has me interested in Mindanao is more the nature, kind of like Durango where you're at. You've got these really big mountainous regions here, just really big, just beautiful views, that kind of deal. So it's just the scenery for me. And do I plan on going over to the more dangerous parts of it? I have no intention of that. Just like you're saying, there's so many great places to be and visit. Why would I put myself in danger and go see some of those more dangerous places? I'm not. But does that mean all of Mindanao is a bad area? Absolutely not, right? Just like Denver, right? Is all of Denver a bad area? No, but you probably want to stay out of 5 Points, right? Just like any town. So I think Mindanao gets a little bit of that bad rap. There's a lot of beautiful, great areas for us to come and visit, and it is the road less traveled, and I do like that, right? But there's a lot of areas that we can kind of go do and see. So yeah, man. Yeah, I hope all is good there in Durango, man. Yeah, I hope you're staying warm. Jim, glad to catch you live. Is Britt your friend? Have you been checking out? I have been checking out some of his videos. I hung out with Britt a little bit. We did some trips together early on, and I interviewed him early on. But Britt is a little bit too loud for my liking, and nothing wrong with him. He'll fully admit that he's got one volume, which is loud. But I'm into a little more of a chill, a little more relaxed kind of vibe. So yeah, I've hung out with Britt, but not lately. No, I haven't. Just because I need a little bit of, I moved to this country to kind of be around calmer, more relaxed individuals. And Britt, and he would admit to this himself, is not that way. So I'm in this a little bit of peace and quiet. But I wish him success and all of that if he's doing YouTube. That's good for him, Matt. Good for him. Yeah, you're way down south. Yes, I'm way about as south as you can go, man. About as south as you can go. Yeah, lots of flowers. Yes, I'll have to get her some flowers for the first time in her life. So that'll be fun. We'll have a good. That's what I told her. I said, look, we can. It doesn't have to be violent. We can do this any day of the week, any day of the year. We'll just focus on, stuff going on, and we'll go from there. Nothing happens good at 12 a.m. Still stands true. I'm with you, brother. I last night I think I was asleep at 9:30, but I'm up at 5. I kind of get up still pretty early. I don't know why that is, but yeah. And that was one of the changes here too. I think for me is the sunset. Living in Colorado in the northern hemisphere, or whatever, I think 30 degrees, right? The sunset in the summertime is like 9 o'clock at night. So moving here, the temperature's warm. I'm expecting the sun to be up till 9 at night, and here it is at 6 o'clock. The sun's sets, and because you're at 9 degrees latitude, 10 degrees whatever latitude, it's the same. It doesn't matter if it's January or December 21st or June 21st, right? It sets pretty much the same time every no matter what time of year. So I just whatever. I kind of rise with the sun in a lot of ways. I like getting up in the morning and seeing the sun and kind of get stuff going. And I think you avoid a lot of the problems if you kind of stay out of the bars and stuff like that here. And I think that's globally, right? Yeah. Enjoy your channel, Chris. Have you been near Basilig or the east coast of Mindanao? Have recently started talking with a nice girl, Basilig, and looking for more info. Dude, I think I was just there, Michael, and I appreciate it. I think I was just in that town. Let's take a look. Where is that? Let's see if we can find it on the PI. Yeah, Basilig. Yeah, brother, I was just there. I was just through there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Did I actually stay there? I don't think I stayed there. I think I just rode through. What's that place? Yeah, dude, I don't think I stayed there, but I definitely rode through there. I think I stayed around here. Yeah, we stayed this town and then rode through. But yeah, no, I was through there. Yeah, great little area. Small town, brother, right? I mean, you're talking whatever, 80,000 or so. Not a big town by no means. So, and when you're in that area of Mindanao, there are not a lot of foreigners who come in and out of there. So they're not used to us. So they're super friendly. But yeah, no, it's a great little town, man. It seems quiet, right? Yeah, how's the beach? Yeah, gorgeous through here. Like I was saying, if you're a surfer at all or into that kind of big surf, freaking Mindanao's got it, man. This area, this area here where we're at, has got, I guess, really big surf. Let's take a look here. Just south of Boston, wasn't it? Hold on, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. I think it was right here. Where is that at? No, not that point. Oh yeah, that was another. I think it was right around here that the guys were telling me it was a big, Bonanga Beach. Yep, I think that was a big surf spot. That's it. No, that's where we stayed at. This place is really cool, guys. I think I might have a video on this. I really enjoyed this. It was 1,000 pesos a night, right? So less than $20. It had this really cool open area you can stay at and or just chill at, right, with a kitchen, and so it was really fun. But yeah, I think here was this surf area right through here, this Pelican Bay. So yeah, anyways, big surf, big waves, really kind of cool to see this region, and it's different than other regions that I've been in the Philippines. YouTube is paranoid right now. Everyone has a story to tell, how they got attacked and proved by that, how dangerous. Yeah, man, I don't, it's interesting, right? Well, and I think some of that is to draw up views and to kind of drama. I mean, drama, dude, freaking, it's one of the things I don't really necessarily like about the Philippines YouTube kind of genre, right? A lot of it is freaking Jerry Springer content. Whatever, man. And that's why I don't necessarily win at the game, because I'm unwilling to do Jerry Springer content. So I don't know, man. But yeah, there's a lot of crap on that, a lot of talk on that. And I don't know, right? Maybe there is some truth that it's becoming a little more violent here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't necessarily see it. Like when I was traveling around, I see friendly, smiley, happy people. But I'm also not, I'm not going in areas that are known bad areas, right? I'm kind of staying out of it. And plus too, like I said before, look, it takes something to attack a guy who's 3 times your size and visibly works out and is in shape, right? I mean, that takes some guts. Like, would I really walk up to an offensive lineman and just try to take that guy's wallet? Heck no. So don't make yourself a soft target, right? Is my point. And then, so I don't know, man. Yeah, but brother, I'm with you, man. I don't know what's going on there. I've had some good fortune. So an adventure bike should be, yeah, all right, good, Richard. Yeah, dude, come with me, man. Let's go. I think Morton's on his way down too, man. Anyways, great riding. Like I said, though, with the Honda, I got to figure out what's going on with the bike, because, my freaking handlebars like that. I get above 50 and it's weighted down. So I think it's a bad rim. I'm going to go get it looked at. A bad rim, a bad tire. I don't know. I'm going to kick with it, see if I can figure it out. I love your help with it, honestly, though. I know you're 100 times more mechanically inclined than I am. So anyways, it's fine. Excuse me. It's fine. Like, I've gotten used to it. So I just keep my speeds under 60. I don't really feel comfortable going above 70 kilometers per hour. So I keep my speeds low, which honestly for the Philippines, that's fast enough. It's fast enough. So anyways, brother. Yeah, man. Come on down. Yeah, that gentleman named Nate lives in Malay below. Okay. That gentleman named Nate. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure who he is, Bill. Okay. Malay. Okay. Nate lives in Malay. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to get up in Malay. It looks beautiful up there. It's so far from all the airports for many people. So here in Mate, where I'm at, you've got Davao, which I don't think is that far, right? Let's take a look. Let's look where we're at here. Let's do airport. Yeah, directions. Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Pretty far, but it looks pretty. I do like this town, man. Looks pretty cool. I think they've got a doctor's school down here that I wrote. There's several universities, and one of them was a doctor's university. So that would probably be pretty cool. Hopefully, you would have a little bit better medical care out here because of that. Not sure. If you get a chance, stop in. You're getting very few foreigners, and you can drive up to CDO. Take PAGA. Let's take a look at that. All right. Dude, up there, I probably won't be going up there. Yeah, that doesn't look like an area I want to go into. Paganin City. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much avoiding a lot of this area of Mindanao. And I don't even know if I'm going to go down to General Santos, honestly. I'll probably just avoid it. I don't even know if I'm going to go down to Davao. If I can get what I need done in Tagum, if I can get what I oh, sorry, I didn't have that map up. But if I can get done what I need to get done in Tagum, I'll probably just from there I'll go north. I thought I had the map up to look up that city. But yeah, hold on. Let's add it back up because I'm going to show you that didn't look like a good place to be if that's the same place, right? So the this area we want to avoid. Yeah, in this whole area, I think, dude, I don't think we want to go through there. Yeah, I won't be going that way if that's the same spot you're saying. But yeah, brother, appreciate it though. Yeah, yes, my buntog, Philip. Yes, ¿cómo está? Okay, Rocco, ikaw? Yeah, are you up for a bike trip this morning? No, I'm not, brother. Sorry, man. Ain't gonna do that. Yeah, ¿cómo está? Yeah, bro, I'm good, man. No, I'm good. Got back running again, which gosh, I really need, one of the things that I kind of learning in my 54 years of life, I'm very much an athlete. I've been all my life, right? And what that means is I gotta be active. I gotta exercise. There's just crap I gotta do. I don't know if the rest of you guys are like this at all, but for me, it's just so important for my mental and physical well-being to kind of just be doing something, either strength training in the gym or running, and so back at that, I had maybe, I don't even know, maybe 4 or 5 months where I wasn't running that regularly. And I can, guys, when I'm out just kind of doing that kind of stuff, I just so good, just so good. I just feel great. I sleep good, that kind of deal. Not that I don't really sleep good without it, but it's just, so I do a lot of stuff like health monitoring. So I get these reports, like when I'm going running, like my heart rate just drops. So I'm getting really good quality sleep. So, but no, man, I'm doing good, man. Doing really good. Like a little bit of a reset and refocus too, honestly, and those priorities, like why I moved here. And yeah, so yeah, no, it's going well, man. It's going well. It's supposed to be 86 degrees in Cocoa, Florida. Nice. Yeah, good for you, man. Not bad for this time of year. Yeah, nice. Boyette. Yeah, morning, Chris. Watching here from Canada. Originally from Mate. Oh, nice, dude. Ah, beautiful town, man. I love your town. Yeah, man. No, thanks for being here. Hope all is well in you in Canada. You know, como está? Yes, it's mayong gabi. Mayong gabi. Mayong gabi po. Yeah. No, it's really, guys, listen, if you're coming to the Philippines, it is importante kayo. It is very important to learn how to speak just even a couple of phrases, a couple of words. If you could do good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está imo adlaw? How was your day? Right? Just a couple of these really important things. You can see the locals just light up, man. They just love that stuff. So I really invite you guys, as you're coming out here, pick up a couple of words. Just think about it, right? From our perspective, as we're in the United States, we're Americans, and we come across foreigners. There's that thing, speak the language, right? Same thing. It just shows a lot of respect. So I invite you, if you're coming out here, learn a couple of words. It makes a big difference. I'm traveling with guys, but all the time, and they don't really speak much of the local language, and I do, and it's such a different interaction, right? So really invite you guys. But hey, thanks, Boyette. Hope you're good up there, brother, in the Great White North, right? Hope all is well. Tomorrow, that is. What's that? What are you talking about? Oh, 86 degrees. Okay, yeah. I got you, brother. I got you. And sorry about the timeout. I just put the timeout in there so that way people don't necessarily spam. I haven't had any issues, but that kind of helps with that. People can't necessarily spam the channel, so I apologize for the timeout for people. And if you're not aware what I'm talking about, is there's, I think, a 22-second timeout between comments. A lot of good fruit in the Philippines comes from Mindanao as well. Danny, it's one of the things that I'm noticing. I'm glad you brought this up. It's one of the things that I'm noticing as I'm traveling through Mindanao. There is a lot more of that. And one of the standouts too is a lot more forestry. And like I'm driving along the road and I'm seeing these big trees that are all cut up and stacked alongside of the road for a truck to pick up. So seeing a lot more of that kind of stuff here too. But you're right, a lot of fruit stands, a lot of forest stuff going on, a lot of mining and mineral stuff I get. Japan, love Japan. Accidentally ate a horse on a sushi train. Dude, make sure you get off that and see the nightlife, because the place never sleeps. Remember, konnichiwa for hello. I don't know, Jeff, if I should be saying that. For some reason, I am really looking forward to Japan. Looking forward to get out there and checking that out. Admittedly, I haven't watched much F1 since I left the United States, but it's going to be such an incredible event to be there. I'm so excited, man. It's going to be really cool. So yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the season right now. I don't know who's doing what. So yeah, it'd be really cool. Speaking of sporting events, I did watch the Super Bowl, and that was pretty wild to kind of see that. So where I was watching it was in my hotel room. And matter of fact, I think in the video coming out, you can see the game in the background. I was watching that in the hotel room, and I had no commercials. So, a good part of the game is to watch the commercials. And, I didn't get to see any of that, but I did watch the game. I was excited to see Philadelphia win. And, living in Denver for a while, it's hard to root for Kansas City. Although, admittedly, the first time Kansas City won the Super Bowl, I was rooting for them. I was a fan of Coach Reeves, and I was excited to see those guys win. But I was excited to see another team win, and congratulations to Philadelphia. They freaking dominated, right? What a game for them. The most dangerous thing in the Philippines is mom's looking to marry their kids off. Yeah, okay. Yeah, mom's looking to marry yeah, for sure. Being taken advantage of, being scammed. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. So when there is a large gathering of foreigners, like at a wedding at CDO, police have to be there just in case. No, thank you, not interested in. Yeah, dude, Jim, I don't think it's that bad, man. CDO is not bad. There's a lot of foreigners in CDO. Yeah, dude, Mindanao, especially when you're talking about cities like CDO, Baybay, Davao, they're just no different than any other city in the Philippines as far as personal safety, at least from my perspective. I haven't done any significant research on that, but just as I'm going out traveling around and seeing, I just don't see anything. Cebu, Manila, all of them. To me, CDO, there's really no different. East Coast gets hits with storm. Okay, East Coast of Mindanao. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see because we're super close to the equator, right? And there's that weather phenomenon where storms don't travel south. So it'd be interesting to see. I don't think this map necessarily shows the equator, but I know I'm sitting at like 10 degrees. So most of the storms, they come in and hit around, northern, this area and above. But they can hit anywhere. Yep, for sure. But most of them track a certain direction, just like United States, right? Most storms will track that up the east coast of Florida, or come up and hit the Gulf of Mexico. And sometimes they track differently, but for the most of the time, that's the typical path. Been retired 5 years now, and I still get up early. Yeah, it's just part of the rhythm, and wouldn't want to change it. Same. I'm the same way, Jeff. I like the early mornings. I like it. I still have an alarm set, but most of the time I get up before it even goes off. But I still have my 5:30 alarm that goes off. Today, I laid in bed until like 6. But I like it. I like getting up in the mornings and chilling out, having coffee and relaxing. I'm the same way. I'm with you, man. My father and brother were police officers, and to the point that Tino made, they said nothing good happens after 10 p.m. At 55, I agree, man. Yeah. No, I'm the same. I don't even drink alcohol anymore, right? So I still go out and hang out with guys and that kind of deal. Like, we've had some night outs in Cebu, and we've had some fun. What's interesting about that, Kevin, is even though I don't even drink anymore, out to 2, 3 in the morning, I feel hungover as crap the next day, right? Just goes to show you how critical, sleep schedule and that kind of deal is. And that's the other thing, right? As we get older, I mean, it's just, man, you got to be so much more on your game, right? It's not like I'm still figuring out that I can't eat a chocolate sundae every day and get away with it. I could do that in my 20s. Now it's just, gosh, you got to be so much more on your game. The slightest little thing, gets you where you're struggling, either if it's with your weight or with your sleep or your health. So, but yeah, dude, I'm with you, man. We're not kids anymore, right? We're not. And sometimes I forget that, but just getting to bed, just kind of getting up early, just chilling, having a good time. Yeah, it's so cool. Matt, I got off the plane in Manila in July 2003, traveling after leaving the Army and starting college. I was watching CNN and realized there was a coup happening. I was scared, but Filipinos were just kind. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I think there's political stuff that happens here, and election times can be a little bit dangerous, right? But that's my understanding that most of the violence is around that political stuff. And, if we just, keep our head down and be good people, one of the things that I was told about the Filipinos is you kind of get what you give. And I like that, honestly. And that's kind of how I am with people, right? You get what you give. So if you come here and you're a respectful, decent human being that, you're not out to take advantage of people, I think you're just fine here. I think if you come here and you try to take advantage of women or people in general, you're going to find problems, right? And I wouldn't necessarily describe the Filipinos as submissive and pushover people. You push them to a brink and you're gonna be in trouble, man. So yeah, man. But I think if you come out here and be a respectful, good dude, and travel around and don't necessarily be a soft target, right? Like, take care of yourself. I mean, you're just fine. Yeah, no issues. And being in the right area, right? Not traveling to places where we don't need, shouldn't be. 1,000 people exactly, brother. Right. So when it happens here, it does have a tendency to get blown up. But yeah, there's so much violence, so much more there. It was one of the things that was really interesting to me is when I got out here too. I didn't have a big understanding of the Philippines. There was a lot of shocks for me being out here. The conservative culture was one of them. I really didn't know how conservative it was here until I got out here. But yeah, gun violence and stuff like that is so much more. Violence in general, so much more in the West where we come from than here. There is violence here, but most of it is political in nature. James, what's up, man? How you doing? Stuck at home due to freezing rain? Definitely time to check out to see how you're living. Yeah, good for you, man. Hope the family's good. Hope the kids are good. Yeah, I hope everyone's happy and healthy. I hope your boy's still doing good in the gym. Yeah, good for you, brother. Good for you. Nice to see you. Yeah, Bill, Chris, you're getting the speed wobbles at 50. Sounds like, yeah, so I'm getting the speed wobbles at 50. Sounds like a balancing issue. Yeah, Bill, appreciate that, brother. So one of the challenges around that, though, is finding a shop that like a tire shop, they're not around. They're not around. You pull over and get air in your tire, and guess how they check the tire pressure? They do a little thunk thunk. That's the tire pressure gauge. Yeah, that feels hard enough. So trying to find a tire shop that's got an actual balancer, I mean, that's like a needle in a haystack. So what I think I'm going to be able to do is in Togum, I think I could find some stuff there, or maybe in Davao. But I think you're right on, Bill. I think I've got either a tire or a rim issue. So I'll go get it checked out. In the meantime, I'm just taking it easy, just having fun, just taking it easy. Without naming names, what were some of the off-putting experiences that put your touring business on hold? Well, James, I would say number one uh, in the touring business on hold is really the visa. You know, I cannot do any type of work like that on the visa that I'm on. I can't. It's illegal. So I would say first and foremost, that's the number one reason. But along with that, I just kind of, as I was traveling around with some guys, right? I just got that, you know what? I'm not sure this is what I want to be doing. Um, yeah, it just is like, and so kind of here's what I'm thinking around. I haven't given up on it, James, but I do need to figure out the visa. And a lot of kind of what I'm doing now is just figuring out routes. I haven't given up, but what I might do is cater towards more of an upper class, cater towards professionals, right? That's been I was a professional and worked for a big law firm. I'm used to interacting with professionals, dealing with professionals. So have a business around that would cater more like engineers like yourself, attorneys, whatever, right? That type of clientele, like B&W does this B&W rawhide stuff, so that type of clientele would who would be what I want to attract. So I'm not necessarily giving up on it, but I'm still kind of looking at and planning it and seeing if I want to do it. I definitely don't want to do what I was doing, which was taking a bunch of guys around for free. Not that it's about the charge, but it's a different type of clientele, right? And so yeah, now it's just kind of casing routes and just driving around. So I haven't given up completely. But number one, really, James, is visa, right? Like I can't do it if I wanted to. Yep, dude, great bike, phenomenal. I wish I bought it. In hindsight, Richard, I should have bought that bike for channel purposes. It would have been phenomenal. I didn't realize. So that bike just became available in the United States. It wasn't available before. So yeah, in hindsight, I should have got that bike. There would have been so much more buzz around that bike than freaking Honda NX500, right? Which is a Honda. Yeah, that bike is doing well. So there's another bike that I might look to get down the road, which Kawasaki is supposed to be coming out with a twin 500cc, probably a KLR. KLR 500 is my guess. I don't know, just a guess, but yeah. When's the last time you got the Philippines? Yeah, for bad food. Well, funny, I'm kind of squirming right now, actually. I'm like, wait a second, am I going to have to end this live here from breakfast? But the food hasn't been too bad. It's been a little bit of an issue here and there. Mainly, I just kind of, trying to figure out food that I like. The pork caldereta, I think it's called. That is so delicious. The Senegal soups and stuff like that are pretty good. But yeah, I'm actually, funny you say that. I'm starting to squirm right now and wondering how much longer I can go on this live, even though it's only been an hour. But all in all, brother, it hasn't been too bad. And one of the keys around that is eating, I think for me, chicken and pork. I don't really do a lot of fish, and mainly a lot of chicken. And so I'll eat a lot of chicken and stuff like that and grilled stuff. So, but yeah, too funny, brother. 4 to 5 hours as the bus goes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, my stomach is bothering me right now, actually. And what it might have been is the coffee. Once in Fort Collins, I got a Christmas gift for a pedicure. Yeah, I thought it was funny, but then I tried it. Wow. I see massages are cheap there, but I would not pass up a good foot massage. Game changer. Kevin, one of my favorite things to do in the Philippines is get a massage, especially after a long day of riding. There was a massage place right downstairs, and it was, I think, around 700 pesos. So what is that? I don't, yeah, here. Yeah, guys, gosh, I think I got to go to the bathroom. 700 pesos. Oh my gosh. 700 pesos. 12 bucks. 12 bucks. Cheap. Yeah, cheap. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. All right, where are we at here? Wow, quite a few comments. All right, cool. Skip Samal Island. Okay. Ah, so here's the coaching that I got on Samal. Man, okay, here is that there's a ferry. What you could do is you could go to this Sasa Wharf, and from here you can get right over for 100 pesos. But I was told the writing there is pretty good. Yeah, tell me about that. What do you think? The bridge to Davao is not done yet. You're right. It's not. But it looks pretty cool. And guys, as a place to potentially live, that looks pretty awesome, right? I kind of like this because you're away from the city. You're really close to the city, but you have some really, really cool nature. And I don't know. I need to get out and check it out before I say for sure. But the idea of it sounds great, right? Like the idea of an island close to a city that you can get back to, because it's hard to get goods sometimes, right? I've been doing yard work, golfing and riding. Yep. Yeah. To stay in shape. Yeah. Yeah. You stay really active, brother. You're in good shape, man. You're kicking butt. Yeah. Good for you, man. Most of the guys actually that I see are they kind of got they got their stuff together. Yeah. Most of the guys I see. Yeah. I don't really see a lot of out of shape foreigners as I'm here traveling around, which is kind of interesting. I think because maybe we have time to do that. Yeah, it's really interesting, Rich. I've never thought about that before. You had the shits in Thailand for 3 weeks. Philippines for 5. It is an adjustment. It's just, you got to have a good eye. As I'm traveling with my buddy Jim, he's like, well, dude, how do you pick out a good one? Well, it's just like United States. You look at restaurants that have a lot of people, so like these Karen Darrens and stuff like that. If you see a Karen Darren, a restaurant that's got people going in and out, you got a lot of people staying there, that's a good place to go. If you see a place that's like empty, not so much. So I think that's another pro tip, right? You want to look at, and most Filipinos are pretty structured in when they eat. They eat at noon, they eat at 6. So if you're out at 6 o'clock at night and you see a place that's packed and you see a place that's empty, go to the place that's packed, and then you should be pretty good. Yeah, that harsh, the 5 weeks of diarrhea. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. But the food to me isn't bad. I mean, I do miss the variety, admittedly. A good freaking Chick-fil-A sandwich with a really good milkshake. You can't find good milkshakes and stuff like that. But yeah, but the variety is a little bit. But I think a strategy around having good foods here is your girlfriend or wife, whatever, to kind of cook for you and then teach her some of the American stuff that you like. And then you can get whatever you want. You have access to fresh veggies, fresh fruits. I mean, guys, the mangoes, the bananas, the what's that other fruit that the jackfruit? It's just amazing. Really good fruits here, and really good fresh fish too. If you like, Mary Rose's dad's a fisherman, so we get fresh fish through him. But so you really have access to super fresh foods that you wouldn't in the United States unless you shop exclusively like at farmers markets, right? So there is really fresh foods, but you just either got to cook it yourself or have your, Filipino maid or girlfriend or whatever cook for you, whatever that is. Yeah. Met my Felicity. Yeah. Hope it's not the same girl. Oh, no shit, right? Oh, that's hilarious. Mindanao is a happening place. Dude, I like Mindanao. I like it a lot. I like where I'm at right now. This Mate area, it's crappy that the weather's kind of bad. It's out raining a little bit right now, but I can't wait to get back here. This little dinosaur ridge, let me see if we can pull that up on the map. This looks really cool to kind of hike around. Yeah, look at that sleeping dinosaur. Look how beautiful, right? I mean, look at that. That's freaking epic. Yeah, man. I can't wait to go check that crap out. It looks really cool. I dig it. And it's what 170 something thousand people, 180,000 people. So you're talking not a big town, but a good sized town where you got malls and crap like that to get your stuff done. I like it. I like it a lot. That's pretty cool. Yeah, learning any language, like you said, even a few words shows respect. Amen, brother. You don't have to be fluent. It shows at least you took the time to outside yourself to care about others and your culture. Guys, it is just so important. Just even, dude, if you could even say, hey, thank you, and that kind of deal, salamat, thank you, and just a couple of words. You don't have to be fluent. It changes it completely. It really, really does. It's so important. It really is. Yep. At Kevin, yeah, Philippines knows the national language here some extent is a door opener for many things. Yeah. Just a couple words that opens the door. And so what's key about it though is you gotta pick. There's a bunch of dialects, right? There's 30 or so different dialects, maybe even more. Crap, I don't know. But as you're looking here, the Tagalog is the language, the primary language of the Philippines, right? Tagalog, it's spoken all throughout. Mostly, though, Tagalog is spoken in Luzon. And so if you're going to Manila, if you're going to Luzon, you want to learn Tagalog. However, if you're coming to the central region, if you're coming to Cebu, if you're coming to Leyte, Mindanao, parts of Negros, Bacolod, and Iloilo, they speak crap. It's not Ilonggo. Ilonggo is the people. The dialect is something else. But anyways, this region of central Philippines and southern, they speak Bisaya, which is where I'm at, right? Hold on, my buddy Jim just reached out to me. Okay, cool. He rebooked. But yeah, so it's important because here's why I say it's important to speak the dialect. Because here in Cebu, or no, I'm not in Cebu, but in the central region, in Mindanao and Cebu and that, if you speak Tagalog, yeah, it's great. They'll understand you, but they're going to reply back to you in English. However, if you speak the local dialect, they're always like, oh, wow, you speak Bisaya. They're just excited, about that. And what's interesting too about this is even though Tagalog is a universal language, like Mary Rose, right? She speaks Bisaya. If she's up in Manila, they're not going to speak Tagalog to each other. They're going to speak English, right? So it's just important to if you're coming to the Philippines, yeah, pick the dialect of the region that you're going to be in and learn a couple words there. If you're looking on some of these language apps, you'll see Cebuano is also the dialect for Visayas or Bisaya. I think it's like Google Translate will call it, I think, Cebuano, and then Tagalog is the main for like Manila, right? So yeah. What's up, Mike? How's it going, man? It's late your time. Surprised you're still up. How's it going, brother? Hope you're good. Yeah, learning some of the local language is key. I recently learned Tagalog slang word be bought and found out was only used with your close lady friends and not someone you've just met. Yeah. There's some words that sounds pretty familiar to one word that I know also in Bisaya that is you have to be careful. I've learned some of those words too. Yeah, hold on. Let's see here. So I just got a couple messages here. Oh wow, they're gonna go swimming at the swimming pool. Mary Rose. All right, nice. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah. Jumping up next here, Jeff. So when you're taboing, I guess you'll want to get your nails trimmed short. Yeah, 28,000 views. I wonder why. Dude, I knew it was going to be a good video. I knew it was. That's so funny. Yeah, originally it was how to poop in the province and change it around a little bit. But yeah, so wild. Yeah, keep your nails trimmed. But people make a big deal about it. But I mean, come on, man. When you take a shower, don't you wash your backside with soap and that kind of deal? I mean, I don't know, man. It's no different. But I would like to get a bidet in there. Bidet is a game changer, man. That really is. The bucket makes it a little hard. I mean, trying to get in a position you can rinse yourself with that bucket. I mean, you gotta stick your butt up to the moon and try to pour water over. I mean, as a 50-something-year-old guy, that's not the easiest acrobat move to make. And Mary Rose, so in that video, she's like, I just scoot forward on the toilet. Well, dude, I'm 3 times her size, right? So scooting forward on the toilet, I'm practically off the damn thing. So a bidet is the way to go, man. But yeah, that video, I knew it was going to do well, and that's fun. I could do playful stuff like that all day long. I don't mind that. That's good times. It's funny. I don't think that video is over, by the way. I think that'll probably pick up again at some point somewhere. Yeah, videos sometimes can take a while to kick off. Like my $17 a month apartment, that video, I put that out, and then 6 months later, it freaking skyrocketed. Like I think December or so, that one kicked off. So it's just wild. Sometimes videos take a while to kind of kick off. When I was there in the Philippines, I always got up early. Was able to take a shower before lost water pressure. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, good strategy, right? Some of these gravity-fed systems, it can be a little bit of a challenge to kind of get water pressure sometimes, but yeah, I don't mind. I'm pretty easy with that. The bucket's not bad. Bucket's not bad. You're an old dude. Hangovers last 2 to 3 days now. I know, right? Dude, just from even staying up, right? I'll be out to like 3 a.m, not drink a damn thing, and be hungover for 2 days just from being out at 3 a.m. Yeah, you get what you give, right, brother? Yeah, I like that. Actually, I am the same way, man. I am the same way. I'm a nice, easygoing dude when people are, and when they're not, I'm not. I kind of always been that way. Yeah, I'm right on, man. I like that too. Yep, it's one of the things I really like about the culture. A lot of violence in Germany now. Yeah, from the refugees. Interesting. 3 rapes and 2 killings per day. Using cars to drive into crowds. Yep. We had that in the United States too. A lot of that kind of stuff going on. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I know what you mean about age. I brought a treadmill last week. Yep, maxed the incline and walked a lot. Yeah, hard pace took 4 to, yeah, pulse rate to normal. Yeah, Matt, good for you though, brother. God, it's just so important, right? As we getting older. I went out and ran for 25 minutes yesterday. Now, granted, it's freaking 12-minute mile. So if you can call it running, I mean, the kids on the street are probably walking faster, but hell, I'm out doing it, trying to burn off that freaking hot fudge sundae that I had. Yeah, the next video that comes out tonight, man. Oh my gosh, it's a ride. The freaking the thumbnail is me and my headband. But yeah, it's important, man. We gotta stay in shape, stay healthy. Yeah, Breaky Dirk Bars. I thought you were a squirrel in the room, but now I understand. Yeah, I thought there was a squirrel in the room. Yeah, squirrels and frogs, all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah. So Chris, have you tried the blind massage at the Mocktown Airport? It's the best massage for me. So yeah. So what do they call that? Mother's touch, I think. It's there's a lot of that, Tony. No matter where you're at in the Philippines, you'll see a lot of the blind massage. Really cool. I actually and I have done a lot of those. Yeah, they have a lot of those, and they're good massages. Some of the best massages that I've had have been over there. A lot of times it's just like a chair massage, right? So you can, and they're cheap, like 200 pesos, couple bucks, and you can get a chair massage for a half hour while you wait. Yeah, big fan of those. Absolutely, Tony. Have you ever seen the epic bike trip documentary with Ewan McGregor? I have not. Yeah, I was really affected by this ride, the entire thing, and the sequel, Long Way Around. I think I've heard a little bit about that. I'll have to watch that. Yeah, I think maybe I've seen a little bits and pieces. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. That's cool, man. Yes, Angel. Hello, my friend. Greetings from Miami, Florida. What's up, brother? Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope all's good there in Miami. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, good for you. Agree. A lot of the times they will leave food out for a long time. And believe me, that's why you may get stomach problems. Yep. Yeah, try the busy places. Yeah, dude, Jim, that's been my key, is exactly that. Go to the places that other people are going. And then I really honestly I have not had that many problems with the food here, other than just kind of getting bored of some of the stuff. But I have really, maybe one or two times I've had some problems where, like, hey, I need some Imodium. Um and then, yeah, too afraid to fart kind of deal, right? But yeah, for the most part, I haven't had any issues. Yeah, when I hit the Philippines, I'm sending my Filipina to a North American culinary school. It's right. To just show her some cooking, some YouTube cooking channels, and then you get her up and running. Yeah, I want chopped meatloaf, seasoned burgers, lemon meringue pie, cookies. I'm telling you, man, easy, easy. Mary Rose, she wants nothing more than just a, hey, what kind of foods do you like, right? What can I make for you? It's just really wild, right? Really cool. Yeah, shout out to you, girl. Hope you're good. Looks like she messaged me. They're going to be going swimming. My ex-wife is from Mindanao. She said hearing Tagalog there is just as foreign as hearing English. Right on, Matt. Yeah, when you have someone who's speaking the Mindanao and Bisaya, they're just going to speak English to one another. They're not going to speak Bisaya. One second, let me see what my buddy Jim's got to say here. Yeah, he's riding around. All right, cool. Sorry, guys, checking in on a couple of messages here. All right. Yeah. Yep. They'll speak English to each other when they're in different regions. That's why when you're here in a region, try to know a couple of words of local dialect, right? Yeah, Tabo. Yeah, dude, it's hard, brother. I'm telling you, try stick. Dude, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. Yeah, people mean something like hot chick. There's also a Black Eyed Peas song. That's all right. All right. So bebot sounds like another word that means something else. Just yeah, you change one letter of that word at the end there, and that it sounds like something else. And Cebu Tagalog doesn't help much. Yeah, they prefer to respond in English. Yeah, it's very true, brother. Very true, man. Hope you're good, man. Nice to see you back. Yeah, no, you're right. They'll speak. They'll speak, and honestly, there's a little bit. Cebuanos, and they have a little bit of redheaded stepchild syndrome from Manila. So there's a little bit of a resentment there towards that. So it's really interesting to see that kind of dynamic play out. Yeah, in one of your shorts, you said you enjoy rides and the wind in your hair. Right. Made me wonder if you're naked. Oh man, that's good. Oh, hey, sweetie. Yeah, sorry, I'm not there today. Wish you a happy Valentine's. I know you said you've never had flowers before. I will get you flowers. I will take you out to dinner. I'll get you chocolates. Oh, so sweet. Oh my gosh, right? So incredible. Yes, we will do that. And I saw your message. You're going to go swimming with the girls. That sounds like fun. Yeah, have a good time. Have a good time. It's a little bit of a rainy day here, so we'll probably chill. And I'm not sure what we're doing. My buddy Jim just messaged me. He said he's going to go out for a ride. I might try to stay off the bike today for longer stuff, just because I've been riding a ton. But yeah, have a good day there. Have a good time, and I will be back home. I'm not sure when, but I will be back home. I'm far away right now. Yeah, I like that you don't act superior like a lot of expats do. Yeah, despite being financially okay, you're down home a bucket. Yeah. Although, why do many act like they have spent so much to be happy? I don't know, brother. Kevin, I think a lot for me is, dude, whatever. Like, I've been a frontline employee my whole life. Working IT help desk and support desk for big law firm and that kind of deal. And yeah, I don't know, right? I've lived in very upscale lifestyle. As a kid, my next door neighbors were football players. On my paper route, I delivered papers to Bob Golick and Harry Holt, big Cleveland Browns. So I've lived a lot of different lives, and I don't know, man. Just being real, just being down to earth, being authentic. None of us are perfect. We are all figuring this shit out as we go. all of us, what it is to be happy, what it is to be healthy, what it is to live a great life. You know, we're all figuring this out. We are. And to be some arrogant asshole, I mean, why? Right? Why? To think you're better than anyone else, why? To be a down-to-earth dude who just wants to have a good time and laugh. I mean, come on, right? You know, so I don't know, brother. I'm just trying to figure it out like the rest of us, but I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And I don't think I'm better than anyone else. I don't. I don't think I'm less than either, but I definitely don't think I'm better than anyone on the planet. But at the same side of that, I don't think I'm less than. And I think that's important for all of us. You know, treat people how you want to be treated, right? Be with respect, integrity, dignity. You know, yeah, man. No, thank you. I appreciate that, man. I really do. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, Mary Rose. Poor girl. Oh, poor, so sweet. So sweet. Yes, so sweet. Yes, man. Sleep well there. Sleep well. Matt, one time I told my ex-wife I was going to learn Cebuano so I can understand her and her sister. She said, go ahead. We will speak one of the other three languages we speak. Well, that's the joke, right? About that Cebuanos have, or you know, that they speak English, they speak Cebuano, they speak Tagalog. You know, they kind of make fun of folks from Luzon. It's like they only speak one language, while folks from other areas they speak multiple. You know, Mary Rose speaks Cebuano, she speaks Tagalog, she speaks English, she speaks, you know, she can understand a little bit of Wari Wari. Because that's a dialect that's in that general area of Leyte where she's from. So yeah, it's funny, right, Matt? Good for you, brother. Oh yeah, yeah, good for you, sweetie. I hope you're good. Yeah, enjoy your day, please. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm sorry I'm not there, but we'll celebrate. Seriously, we'll go have a good dinner out, do some stuff, we'll go on a trip, guys. We just went back from we just got back right before we came here. We went out to northern Leyte and hung out up there. Let's pull it up on the map. Really cool area. They just had some earthquake right out through there, like 4 or 5. But yeah, we were in the super remote area, right on the beach, Lotus Beach Resort. I posted a video on the Patreon page. Guys, check out my Patreon page. It's free, but I post stuff. So sometimes in that video that I posted, it wasn't like a good story, right? Like I didn't really have a good beginning, middle, or end or whatever. So I posted this footage that I had. It was cool. It was short. It didn't make sense to put on YouTube. So I posted it out there. So there's some footage of us and the freaking a big old damn, what do you call that thing? Carabao, freaking right there next to us, picking up stuff off the beach. So, but yeah, so we were out here. We shot a video out there. It was really nice. You know, whatever. It was right on the beach. I think it was, I can't remember. In the video, it talks about it, but yeah, sweetie, we'll go do some stuff. We'll figure it out. Yeah, good, Jim. Good to catch you live. Mrs. just got home. See you, Jim. Yeah, take care there, brother. Hey, Mary Rose. Hope you're well. And yes, bike practicing, doing good. Oh my gosh. So she's been learning to ride the scooter, and you know, like a lot of us, when we're learning to do stuff, it doesn't necessarily always go so well. So on the Patreon page, there's a little bit of footage from her bumps and bruises along the way, but she's recovered. She's doing good, you know. So, but yeah, so when I've talked to her, she's getting more and more comfortable riding through town and stuff. And maybe, you know, come whatever June, July, like I was saying earlier, we'll maybe go on some rides and do some camping stuff and stuff like that. We've got a lot of camping gear, and I definitely want to do some camping here and kind of get out and do some trips. So yeah, dude, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? 6 weeks and counting. Dude, I'm so excited. Dude, I shot you that quick video on. I was so excited. I got my trip worked out, man. I was bummed that I screwed up the damn return and had a layover in Manila. So, guys, this is the guy I'm traveling with to Japan. So, really appreciate you. And I mean, you put this whole thing together, dude. I've just been along for the ride. So, really, thanks, man, for just kind of counting me in and just making it easy for me to participate. So, really appreciate it. And I am so looking forward to this. This is going to be a great time. My first time out of the country in a couple of years. So, and thanks for the heads up too on the exit interview. You kind of reminded me of that, and I got things in place where I need to do that a couple weeks before. Matter of fact, I do have a reminder in a couple weeks to reach out to those guys. So yes, yes, yes. Oh, you're now eyeing the. So hold on. One of the great things about staying an extra 3 months, I'm now eyeing up the Himalayan 450, dude. You should so get that bike. Great bike. Oh, or the 450 MT. The Himalayan 450 though. There's a great shop there in Cebu, man. A great shop. Motor Ace. I know those guys out there. Derek over there, those guys. Really, really good bike. Really good bike. Oh, it's good. I'm good for you, brother. Can't wait for you to come, man. Really, like I said, I appreciate you kind of counting me in on that trip. Yes, como está acá? Oh, sweet girl. Yes, I'm good. Haha. I'm getting used to the scooter now, which is 5 times bigger than me. Dude, it's so funny. So you got this scooter with a top box, big top box, and you can't see her when when she's by herself. It almost looks like the scooter is riding by itself. You maybe got this little, because she's got this white helmet, got this little white cotton ball coming out of the top top box. Oh, poor girl. I told her, I said, look, don't worry about it. You'll get used to it. It just takes some time. The weight of the bike and all that. And it's a scooter. It's a 160 ADV, right? But it's big for her. She's not 5 foot tall and she doesn't weigh 100 pounds. She's maybe right at. So funny. I need to get some pictures of that. Actually, I have some on the Patreon page. I think we have some pictures of her on the bike. Oh, too funny, man. Yeah, good for you, sweetie. You're getting the hang of it, though. You're learning. Yeah, Matt, I love your attitude, Chris. It makes your videos fun to watch. Oh, thanks, brother. Remember the Limp Bizkit lyrics. Life is a lesson. You learn when you're going through it. Oh, man. Amen, man. Right? So many lessons. So many. Yeah, thank you, brother. I try, right? Like, yeah, I do. I try to have a good attitude most as I can. It's not always. After my girl, I can be a little bit of a firecracker. Admittedly, I'm a little bit OCD, so I'm a little bit particular with some things and how I like things to happen. And but yeah, no, I try to laugh and smile as much as I can. I try to have fun, try to enjoy, and just kind of figuring out as I go. But amen, Matt, I appreciate it. Yeah, okay, Rocco. Yeah. You said you waited tables at one time. So did I. Would you agree most people should be a server at least once? Yeah, it's like entering college course. Whether it's yourself, serving others is a good learn. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Yeah, I did. So when I was 16 in Florida, I moved down to Florida when I was 16, and the number one industry down there is tourism. So I found my way in hotels, resorts, and that deal. And I waited tables when I turned 18, I was bussing tables at 17, and then 18, I started waiting tables. God, I've been on my own. I had my own apartment. I was 16 years old when I had my own apartment. Pretty wild there. That's a whole nother story. But I've been on my own since I was pretty young. And so I was bussing tables at the time and then started waiting tables. But yeah, no, I think what's the thing about leadership? Good leaders are ones that know how to serve or that whatever, right? I think that's, a trait for sure that people should learn is, how to take care of other people, how to serve people. Absolutely. I think it's good life. Everything that I learned in being successful in my IT industry was learning from waiting tables, learning how to take care of people, learning how to be attentive to what's going on and what people needed. Absolutely. That was really key. And, learning how to deal with upset people, you learn a lot from waiting tables for sure. Really good life skills. I would agree wholeheartedly about that. I think everyone, it's a good skill to have. Michael or Michelle. Yes. Hello. Happy Valentine's. What's up, sweetie? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está imo adlaw? ¿Cómo está imo adlaw day? Hope all is good for you. We're all caught up on comments. What else we got? A couple guys have left. Anyone else got anything we want to talk about? Talk about the trip. You know what? I'm going to break really quick while you guys are figuring it out. I'm going to use the restroom. All right, unmuted. What are some questions here? Hold on. Let's get this zoomed in a little bit. Okay. Yes. How's my battery? Battery's good. Okay. Well, I lost some people. Any questions though? All right, we got a couple questions. Yes. It's been cool here in the valley. I haven't run my AC in 5 months. Wow. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Hold on, let's see here. Fix this camera a little bit. All right. Yeah, it's been actually a little bit cool here. We were staying in this hotel, and the night before, it's freaking so cold with all the rain. Actually, I didn't have the AC on at all. I like to keep mine on dry, so as it acts like a dehumidifier. Because that's been really key for me too. Being here is really using a lot more of the dehumidifier than aircon. Because then you're also too not running the air compressor, and you save a little bit of electricity. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I've been running the dehumidifier quite a bit. Just follow the brown trail. In my place, it's super hot since yesterday, as the summer already started. Yeah, yesterday when we got into Mate, it was sunny, and it was warm. But we've had some really cloudy weather, which was nice for riding. Nice for riding. It's been pretty cool here. Right now, it's only 84, which isn't too bad. I grew up in a 6,000 foot bar. It was not big. But when I have to tell people to leave at 16-year-olds, I was never sure who was getting thrown out, me or them. Yeah, definitely humbles one. Yep. Grew up in a 6,000 square foot bar. Wow. Yeah. And I was, yeah. Yeah, man. I started my journey at 16. Yeah. And it was pretty wild time, man. I wasn't quite ready. I was unexpected, but thankfully I was working, and I was able to just increase my hours and got an apartment, and kind of been on my own since, and then went to college, and then in the late 90s moved to Colorado, and that's really where my career or my financial really side kicked off, where I made money because I got in the IT industry, and started working my way up. And the nice thing about that industry at the time, anyways, it was a lot like construction, right? Where you didn't necessarily go to college, you just had experience and knowledge and that kind of deal. And that was me, where in the late 90s, early 2000s, in the IT industry, I had really good timing, and then I had good people skills because I'd waited tables and learned how to deal with people, and then I had a technology interest and then so it just worked well. And I was in Colorado. And Colorado in the late 90s was Silicon Mountain, in particular Boulder. IBM had a big headquarters out there. So there was a lot of technology, Mac Store, hard drive manufacturer, Seagate. And that was my early break into technology, as I worked for Mac Store, the hard drive manufacturer. And I did technical support, external technical support. So people would buy hard drives, and I'd help them install Windows and install the hardware and that kind of deal. So that's how I got my start in the IT. And then eventually I went to the legal industry, which was phenomenal. And I just really enjoyed my time. And that was the early 2000s. And I worked in one firm for almost 20 years, and as an IT guy. And I did so much, man. I did so much there. And, switched our Nortel twisted pair phone system to avoid, I was a big part of that team that did that. And just so much, right? It was a good time. Really, really enjoyed that. Really good time. Traveled all over. We had offices all over the Rocky Mountain region, and I had like Aspen, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, DC, I had Vegas, Reno, and I traveled those offices and support those guys. So really, really enjoyed my time there. It was good times. But yeah, it started at a young age, man. Young age. Yeah, almost seemed you mirrored my life. Yeah, same age. I was on my own at 16, washed dishes. Yep. Took myself to school in the morning. Yep. I became a server. Yeah, man. School of hard knocks, man. We learn. Amen, brother. Good for you, dude. Yeah. Why do there seem to be sharks near the coast. Why do there seem to be no sharks near the coast there, like, or in Florida? It's crazy. So you look like you have to look for sharks there. Yeah, I don't know. Like when you look at like great white sharks, right? They're the more of a cold water species. So there's sharks here. Admittedly, I haven't done a lot of the marine stuff of the Philippines, and I'm missing out. I know that. It's such a really unique marine biology here. A lot of guys say if you're not into diving, you're missing out on a good portion of what this region has to offer. And I think that might be something I do down the road for sure. But I have not explored that side at all. But there's for sure sharks here. Just north of Bentine Island, it's that island. I can't remember the name of it. They have those really unique thresher sharks, right? Let's see if we can get out there. Which they're small. I think they feed on like plankton. But where are we at? There's Bentine. Where is that island at? It's a really small island. Where the hell am I? It's Cebu. I thought I was just north of. There's Bentine. Huh, I don't see that island. Anyways, there's supposedly an island to the north of Cebu that has all the thresher sharks. But yeah, there's definitely sharks around. But yeah, the big dangerous great whites and stuff like that, they're more of a cold water shark from my understanding. James, how much budget planning did you do before your move? I'm still 4 years out and keep working our plan. I want to go back and forth to the United States and want health insurance. Yeah, that's going to cost you some bucks. Admittedly, James, it was kind of a roll of a dice for me, brother. I mean, I risked, and I'm still a little bit of a risk, right? I did what? I've been here 2 years now. Is what, 52 and 54 now. Thankfully, I had a couple of 30% years early on. I needed that, man. I needed that. And I'm not so much worried beyond 59 and a half, but getting to 59 and a half was by the skin of my teeth. And so thankfully having a couple of 30% years, it put me in a position where I'm not so worried about it. I'm just looking here at I got to plug some stuff in. But yeah, man, it's just, what I would say to that thing is hire a professional for sure. Get some guys who can look at your assets and say, and kind of be upfront with you, hire some financial advisors and ask them, like, look, this is what I'm going to do. The advice that I got in that was this, and it is a little bit scary, and it's basically, Chris, it's a one-way ticket, right? Like for me to come back to United States and try to live on 30 grand a year, that ain't gonna happen. Now granted, my earning years aren't necessarily over because of YouTube, and that isn't working out so well, to be honest with you, but there is a potential there. So, but it's scary, man. It is scary. And the other thing that's there for me now, right? Like currently is, I'm, 54 and I'm having a great time and I'm loving it. I'm exploring, I'm loving it. But what's that going to be 15 years from now, right? Is the idea of traveling around by motorcycle, exploring this country going to be there? And, am I going to be content being here? I mean, that's there for me, So you're right to kind of really kind of run this through, because most of us were coming here and we're like trying to get by on amounts that we can't get by in the United States. And so, and if I'm being really honest about that, and if I look, what'll probably be is, I'll probably be married and I'll probably have a home and, do the Carefree Chris Chicken Ranch. And, who cares at that point? But it's a little bit there for me. And it was there from when I left. But, also too, James, is that I didn't really have the best of existence in the United States. I was really miserable in a lot of my ways. I was, divorced, and I would have been single. I got divorced right like when the pandemic started. And, so you're already out of sorts from the divorce, and then bam, the pandemic hits. And, really two big isolating incidences in my life. And, that never changed through the pandemic for me. I was just alone and doing nothing except work. So I didn't really have a good existence in the United States. Like a lot of guys that I meet, I'm traveling with this guy named Jim. He does have a good existence in the United States, right? He's got a great home that he's lived in his whole life. He's got great friends around there and that whole deal. I didn't have any of that. I was a recently divorced guy who reinventing himself and in the midst of a pandemic. So, and then, so yeah, it's definitely better for me now out here. But it was because of, it wasn't very good in the United States. So, and that's kind of why I came here, is I wanted to be around friendly, happy people, people who, when you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right? They're just friendly. So in my life is a much better, just having fun. I'm exploring, I'm doing things, but you gotta be, you gotta look 20 years down the road. And is this going to work? Right? We're young. We're about the same age, so it's a tough call, brother. But what I would do is, get that financial advisor, hire a professional, go through that side. Hey, you know what? What if I get there and 15 years down the road, I need to come back? Is that feasible? Am I going to be able to afford it? It's hard, but I'll be honest with you, man. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't, like right now, these are my best years. They really are. I'm having fun, man. I get up, brother. I get up and I go for a ride. I get up and I just go. I don't know when I'm going to be back in Latte. It doesn't matter. I go ride today. All right, let's go ride around. Let's go check it out. I've never had that freedom in my life ever. So I do love what I'm up to. It is, but it's it is a gamble. Even still, if the market freaking crashes, I'm in trouble. So it's the roll of the dice. But right now, like today, this moment, past couple years, been some of the best years of my life, outside some of the relationship fiascos. But I mean, that happens everywhere and anywhere. Can't wait to see you out here, man. Good for you. Are you still doing IT? I was a pharmacist for 20 years, day trading now. That's why I asked about your internet speeds. I don't do anything like that. I don't really do any work other than YouTube, and that, whatever. I don't know if you would consider that a job or not. It's interesting. I kind of struggle with the idea that I'm retired, but in all sense of it, I guess I am, right? But no, I don't do any IT work. I do a lot of stuff with AI now, just for like everyday questions and that kind of deal, and research and just learning new things and having fun. I recently wrote a script, which I hadn't done before, so that was pretty wild. But yeah, just chilling, man. Yeah, I don't really do any IT work, but yeah, internet speeds are good, depending on where you're at. So you can get the Starlink if you're super remote, like in the deep provinces, which you probably won't be. Starlink is an option. You can do satellite stuff. But if you're in any kind of city of any significant size, you typically have two internet options. You have Globe and you have PLDT, which I believe is smart. And either one of those, I've got better service in my podunk place in Palampanlete than I ever had. I got like full fiber. I got fiber to the jack, man. I've never had fiber to the jack. So I've got really, really, really good service in my Palampan apartment. And Cebu, I had okay service with Globe. I like 150 meg pipe. Yeah, you're fine. What you want to make sure, Matt, is if you need that kind of reliability and connectivity, and your bigger problem isn't necessarily going to be internet. Your bigger problem might be power outages. So just look at some of these little bit bigger cities, something with a little more reliable power grid for that type of situation. But yeah, lots of options. Yeah, whale sharks. Yeah, whale sharks are around for sure. Yeah, whale sharks are there. They got the big thing in Oslob, and I believe also Bohol has got some. The marine life is just massive here, right? Lots of stuff going on in that area. Yeah, James, I'm 62. Have 2 meg private plan. Yes, you can. That's right. You can get your health insurance through Pacific Cross. I also have, which I use for Manila. Yep. Yeah. So health insurance definitely out. Did you ask about health insurance? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying, James. You were asking about going back to the United States for carrying health insurance. Yeah. And what Richard is pointing out is you don't necessarily need to have that. That's a good point, Richard. You don't necessarily need to keep that health insurance backup plan. You can actually get health insurance here and not necessarily carry an expensive health insurance in the United States. That's a great point, Richard. Great point. And you can. The other thing that people are doing that I might start to do also, James, is start to go to Thailand for health stuff. Now, granted, that doesn't necessarily work with a heart attack or stroke, but you can get like what Richard is talking about with Pacific Cross to kind of help cover that kind of stuff, or you can just go out of pocket on some of that stuff, right? But a health insurance plan for the big stuff is the better route to go. And then, but for yearly kind of stuff, you could go to Thailand, which is probably what I'm going to do. My buddy Jim just did. Just go back to Thailand and get yearly physical and all that stuff done there. Go back and forth. Yeah, good. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it. Yep. If I'm more serious care, I'll use my BCBS in the city. Yeah. So Richard's in Manila. He's got St. Luke's. He's got a bunch of hospitals there in Manila. And Cebu, James, if you're looking to be in Cebu, you've got Cebu Doctors Hospital. You've got the Chinese hospital, the Changhua or whatever. You've got some hospital options there in Cebu City too. Yep. Did you say you're going to Davao City? And if so, will this be your first time there? I might go to Davao City, Philip. I mean, I'm close enough, right? I'm pretty dang close to Davao. See where I'm at here. Yeah, I mean, I'm down here in Mate, and I'm, let's see here, how far is Davao? Only 3.5 hours. So I'm probably, my next trip, I'm going to ride up through, I'm going to do this actually route through here. I'm going to go through the mountains, and then I'm going to go to Tagum. And then after that, I'm not sure. It depends on what I can get done in Tagum. Tagum. And that's like 3 hours. Let's see, add stop. Yeah, so 2 hours and 48 minutes. So I'm going to go to Tagum, and if I can get what I need to get done in Tagum, I might not go to Davao City. I might, since I'm right there. But from there, I'm going to go up to CAG. Yeah, from here, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go up to CDO, go Valencia, Malabalay. I want to go through the mountains. I'm really excited about this trip, man. It's just so beautiful through here. Really excited about that. So that's kind of the next week is probably that. And I'll end up in CDO. And then from CDO, I'll, go back to Batuan. Batuan. Another great city, guys. I don't know if anyone's been looking at Batuan, but Batuan's another great stop. Really good, a city that people should look at. I like really Batuan a lot. And then from Batuan, I'll go to Siargao, add stop. And then from Siargao, I'll go back home to Palampan, add stop. So that's kind of the next couple weeks. Is that right? Just kind of reverse, backtrack where I'm going. I really wish I could turn off all those blue dots, but I think I've looked twice already. Anyways. Yeah. Anyways, that's kind of what the next week or so, couple weeks we'll look at is kind of back up through there. So yeah, if I was to ride it nonstop, it'd be 24 hours, but that'll, I'll take a couple weeks to kind of head back. So yeah. So I'm not sure, Philip, if I'll get down to Davao or not. Maybe. Since I'm right here, I might, right? 15 years now. 15 years from now, you're almost my age. Wow. That shows that it will not be too desperate, according to my experience. Yeah, man. I'd love it out here, brother. I do. And, the reasons why I moved out here, I don't see that changing. I wanted to be around happy, healthy people and away from like the chaos and drama of the West. And, when I looked at how that is, and it only looked like it was going to get worse. And this was 2 years ago, and I would say it's worse. And it's unfortunate, but it's kind of how life is there. And I'm able to be by myself and do things as long as I'm kind of around happy people. And I just think that's part of this culture is their resilience, their happiness, their commitments, commitments, family. I don't see that really ever changing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I'm hope. I'm always good here, and that I love being here. I don't see why that would change. Yeah, I'm with you, brother. Bro, you're on the islands riding motorcycles, even with less cash, and you're living the life there. No price tag on it. Happiness has no monetary number. Yeah, I'm sure you see that in the poor kids there. Kevin, these kids, you're right. They got nothing. Big smiles, right? They got nothing but a big smile. Yeah. Mary Rose, bless her heart, she's really helping me with the budget stuff as far as tracking. And so I send her my daily expenditures and what where the money's going, and she's tracking all of that. So I plan on giving some good time budget reviews and what does all this cost? What's it cost to travel around? We got the apartment and really inexpensive apartment in Palm there. So, but yeah, budget stuff, a lot more stuff, the details of which I'll have, just because I've never been a guy who likes to track that kind of stuff. And but Mary Rose is tracking it, so it'll be good. But no, you're right on. They don't have anything, but yet they have everything, right? Yeah, really cool. I have PLD fiber runs. Yeah, I love PLDT. I have PLDT in my Lette home, so fast. And I think this is PLDT here. I think it's a fiber connection. Yeah, and let's see here. Let's run a speed test. Yeah, check that out. Not bad. 150 down, and it's fine. Let's see what the up is. Oh, yeah, there you go. That's fiber. That's more than enough, dude. I mean, during the pandemic, we were suggesting to our attorneys that they have at least 50 down, right? At least 50. And then, that's freaking more than enough internet to do what most people would need to do. Definitely to do any kind of day trading, or freaking stream multiple devices full HD, right? Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, thanks. My Filipino wife of 10 years is 10 years my junior. Yeah. I'll retire at 60, but need some insurance for both. Worse will be in the U.S. part of the year. Yeah, for sure. Plus, you got kids going to college and stuff like that. My daughter, too, is about ready to start college. We got kids the same age. So, yeah. Too fun, man. It's always exciting. I love meeting guys like in your phase of it, James, especially two guys that are like new here, because I remember myself when I got here and just, the big old eyes, and it's like waking up Christmas morning when we're 5. We're just all excited, and it's such a difference, it really is, to kind of be in that mindset of new, to be in, this guy that I'm traveling around, he's just bored of his life in the United States. He's just chilling out at home, watching TV, doing nothing. And here he's out riding his scooter all over this country, meeting people. It's not about women for him either. It's more just about the experience, the adventure. When's the last time any of us had any adventure in our life, right? For me, it wasn't. It was waking up and going to work. And it's not like I'm adverse to work. I thought I loved work. I thought I loved and I did for many years. But it became a point where it's like, what is my life about, right? Is it about this law firm? And it was. I was dedicated, man. I'd get up. The first thing I would do in the morning was check my email, check my customers. How are they doing? Is everything working? I wanted something different for my life. I wanted to wake up and have my day be about what I wanted to do, and not that. I know that kind of sounds weird. It sounds weird for me even too, but it's just this freedom. It's this freedom to do whatever it is I want. I love that, man. I absolutely love that. I have a PLD 200 megabit plan. Not too bad at all. Freaking rock star. It's more than enough, right? More than enough. You could stream multiple devices full HD, not have any problems. Woohoo! I don't know if you heard that exhaust. Are you living the single life there, or do you have a lady? Hey, Big Dave. Yeah, I've got a girlfriend. She and I have been dating. It'll be a year in April. So yeah, no, not the single life, but with a girl. Great girl. She's finishing up her last year of college. She's been on here a little bit too. Her name's Mary Rose. Sweet girl, Province girl. Simple. But yeah, it's been fun. So no, I was single a lot of my time here though. When I first got here, I was really just kind of focusing on getting set up, and I didn't really date much the first 6 months, and then I was in a relationship for I think 3 or 4 months, and then got dated around a little bit, and then met Mary Rose, and we've been in a relationship now, like I said, going on a year. So yeah, I think I've been single. No, I've actually been in a relationship more than I've been single. Now, anyways, yeah. Script, bro. In the year or so, I have to make short films. That is something I've always wanted to do. I have to create some ideas for Philippines series about good and bad guys. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of drama going on here, man. That's kind of why too I was happy to get out of Cebu and away from the drama. I get excuse me, I get pictures of guys that are still in Cebu hanging out, and that's just like, no thanks, man. I would much rather surround myself with locals than a lot of the crowd that's going on. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's a series. I mean, dude, if you just a series on the Filipino vloggers alone, I mean, you're talking just days of our thighs kind of stuff. Just absolutely wild, man. Yeah, like a Netflix series. You never know, it may take off. Yeah, Thresher Sharks in Malapascua. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. I couldn't remember the name. I couldn't see the damn island. It's just north of Bantayan there. Yeah, but you're right. Malapascua, just north of Bantayan. At least I thought that's where it was. Couldn't see it on the map. I thought you could take a boat from Bantayan over to Malapascua. That's why. Yeah, James Paris is Pacific what costs about $70 a month. She's yep. Matt, I've seen so many older people in my career. They all say the same thing: travel and live life at a younger age. Most people are hurting just enough at 65. Yeah, can do very little but try to exercise. Yeah, no, I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing now while I can, and I still feel pretty healthy. I mean, there's that for sure a lot more room for me to kind of grow and physically and cardiovascular. But I feel pretty good. I feel like I'm on the road, right, to good health for sure. But yeah, I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. No question. Yeah. You went to Siargao City, but have you thought about Siargao Island? Yeah, totally different vibe. Yes. And maybe the best place in the Philippines from what I've seen. Many people don't know there are 2 different places. Yes, you're absolutely right. Let's pull it up on the map. And then map. Yes. There we go. So here is Siargao City. And from here, you can see by these little dotted lines, you got all these these are ferry lines. So, and it's the gateway or the island gateway. From here, you can really get out to a lot of these other islands. And Siargao Island is one of those right here. Yes. And General Luna is a very popular surf area. So the thing I don't like about Siargao and why the Siargao Island is why I kind of avoid it is I don't really necessarily like the super touristy areas. I don't like Boracay. I don't like, what are the, Boracay is probably the other really super touristy. So, but as many people have pointed out to me and several times before, is there's a lot of Siargao Island or Siargao that is just so much not touristy, and you can go to those places. So I do fully intend on going to Siargao, and I thought about it before this trip because I did have a bunch of time before that. But I ended up meeting up with my buddy Jim in Bye Bye there early on. So I will definitely get out to Siargao Island. I'll catch a ferry from Siargao City over to Siargao Island, and then cruise around that for a little bit. But I'm looking more, as you can see, I've already got a place highlighted, kind of in this region here. Probably head up north. I'll go to I'll go to General Luna. It's just so much. It's expensive, right? It's just really expensive, and I don't really want to spend whatever 10,000 pesos a night for a hotel. So I'll probably kind of cruise up more the northern region and check that out. But yeah, no, I'll do that. The other thing I want to do is I want to get my bike over to Puerto Princesa and cruise around this island too. El Nido and that. Here's another region though. I guess we're not supposed to go down to. It's the southern region of Palawan though. So, but anyways, I'll probably cruise around this region. And same here. You can see I've got a couple of places already marked on my map that I want to go check out. Port Barron is one. And then a little San Vincent, Palawan is another area I want to go check out. So I've got places and destinations to see there. I mean, just look at that, right? It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. So on my list, on my radar for sure, Siargao, the island, but not a place I've just like I said, the big touristy spots. Are you doing Airbnb on your travels? I'm not. I'm basically kind of showing up in a town and then just going to a hotel. I'll use like Agoda to kind of research places, but what I like to do is just use Agoda to kind of look at where I want to stay, and then just show up at the hotel and get a room. It gives me a lot more freedom. The problem that I've had with Agoda is I'll book a room on there, and then if for some reason I can't make it, I get charged. So an example would be I was supposed to go to the Mascara Festival, and I there was no way around it because I needed to book in advance. But during the Mascara Festival this year, late August or October, there was it rained for a week out there. There was a big low pressure system that just sat and just dumped rain. And I couldn't even make it if I wanted to. All the ferries were canceled. I couldn't get over there. So I ended up spending 12,000 pesos on a hotel that I never even stayed in. So that's kind of burnt me a little bit as far as booking really in advance. Although, like I said, I kind of had to with that big festival because hotels will just sell out. But now kind of what I do is I just travel to the city, get a room and that kind of deal. I've never had an issue where I can't find a room. So I just kind of show up. Yeah. I have a mobile wash service clean my car at my house while I watch. You have to love the services. Yeah, and it's so cheap. That kind of stuff probably costs you a couple hundred pesos, right? Less than whatever, $10 or so to get that done. Well, probably 500 pesos, right? So yeah, pretty cheap to get that done. Yeah, good for you, Ren. Yeah. Philippines, I apply for the role I apply for the role of the bad guy in your series. It's great, man. Yeah. Most of my friends are in golfing and bikers are Filipinos. Yeah, you do have a big Filipino friend group out there. I've seen a lot of your videos and your stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah, good for you, brother. Yeah, good for you. I'm pretty much a lone wolf in a lot of ways on it. I mean, I don't mind traveling by myself. I don't mind my own deal, my own company. But yeah, I hope like right now I'm riding with a guy. And Mary Rose has got some friends that I've met. Most of those are girls, college girls, whatever, sweet girls. But yeah, most of the stuff I'm pretty much doing on my own, which whatever, I don't necessarily mind. I'm certainly healthier here than I was my last. I'm with you, brother. You know what it is? I'm definitely a lot more relaxed. I don't really have nights that keep me up at night where I can't. I mean, I used to take that damn ZZZ-Quil, a lot in the United States just because my mind was so busy from work. And, it was, especially the last couple of years, it was so threatening in my work environment. We had this just really bad boss. I love the firm that I work for. My department, though, is just absolutely criminal. These guys are just horrible, man. Just really, really bad leadership in the IT department. We had one boss who was like, he was such a racist, sexist pig. He wouldn't, I mean, guy was just absolutely, he ended up getting fired. It was crazy. The last 3 managers all got fired from there. It's just, that's the department, right? It's just chaos and crazy. IT departments in general, I think, are just absolute train wrecks. But anyways, so mentally, I'm a lot more healthier than I think I've ever been. Just so much more relaxed, so much more chill, and like I said, at ease in life in general, because my day is about whatever I want. I'm not, threatened by, I had this house and all this lifestyle that I'm trying to afford, and, have to work in this job that I'm trapped in, and I just have no freedom at all. And that's the American way, right? You need 2 incomes. You need your husband and wife both working to make ends meet. And, it just was unfulfilling life in there for me anyways. And, so mentally I'm in much better shape, although admittedly, it's taking some time to kind of unwind. I've been here over 2 years now, and I can see there's still a lot of work for me to do to unwind. Ask Mary Rose. But that I would say that's the big change for me. Is just kind of the mental chill that's here now that wasn't in the United States. So life in the West for me was stressful, just trying to survive. Just no fun. And here, let's go for a ride. Let's chill out. Let's go ride Mindanao. Sure, why not? Let's take a month and go ride Mindanao. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Yeah. I have no idea. Shiragao. Yeah. Dude, when there's more vowels than there are consonants in a word, sometimes that's hard to pronounce. Dude, look at this word. I still can't pronounce it to save my life, right? Kalangaman? Actually, I may have just pronounced it. Kalangaman. There's like 5 A's in this dang island. Do I have this? Yeah, good. Okay, where am I here? Let me find it. Yeah. Sorry about all the blue dots. Yeah, dude, look at that. Look at Kalangamangana. 1, 2, 3, 4 A's. I mean, it's just wild. Some of these words are just, to me, I'll probably never get. It's almost like I've given up. That's why I put maps up. You guys can read it, figure it out for yourself. Nothing to do with expat drama. I made a script idea about hidden treasure. Oh, cool. Yes, part of the Goonies. I freaking dig it. Yeah, nothing about expat drama getty. Dude, that'd be fun, man. Yeah. Hidden treasure. That sounds like fun. The Goonies. Yeah, I'm down. Yeah. Yeah, it's the red shirt, background henchman. X, what's up, X? How's it going, man? How much mascara did you buy at the festival, and why weren't you wearing it now? I didn't go to the mascara festival, unfortunately, X. I got rained out. Yeah, hope you're good, Matt. Hope you're good. Matt, many thanks to the videos and live streams. Chris, I'm getting so much useful info. Yeah, no worries, brother. No, happy to help. That's kind of why. That's why I like the live streams a lot. I enjoy the live stream. I enjoy the conversation. I do. And the live streams for us is ways we can deep dive into stuff. You guys can ask questions and things I wouldn't necessarily make videos on, right? But questions, we can talk about lifestyle in the Philippines. There's a group of guys on here, right? Richard and 1100 Rebel, and these guys here. A lot of these guys are here in the Philippines. So, yeah, brother. No, Matt, happy to help out. And like I said, I get a lot out of these two. I enjoy it. Gen Z is starting to reject the rat race. Dude, I believe it, man. I got out. Yeah, that's great. That's great analogy there. That's what it was for me, was a rat race. And you know what it took for me? It took me almost dying in a motorcycle accident and sitting in a wheelchair for 3 months at home on disability when I realized it. I was like, oh, crap, man. I'm 50-something years old. I'm 51, I guess. I'm like, what am I doing? What's my life about? Whatever. I guess it's a midlife crisis or whatever. What am I doing? And Do I really want to go back and do this? No. And then when I looked, it's like, all right, 55. When I retire at 55, or retire early, quit from my job, I can have access to my 401k and do it at 55. And then that happened. The accident happened. I was like, I can't do it another day. I can't do this rat race another day. No way. Life's too short. I want to get out and do it now. And then I looked at, well, can I sell everything and go? And that's what I did. I sold the farm and left. And it's a one-way ticket though, right? Like I'm, whatever. I mean, not necessarily. There's always potentially earnings and stuff like that can happen. We never know. But more than likely me going back to the United States to live for financial reasons probably won't happen, but I don't necessarily want to either. I think if for some reason the Philippines didn't work out, I think there are a lot of other options: Thailand, Cambodia, so Vietnam. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But I'm with you, man. I'm glad. I think about this all the time. I'm out riding around, and this is my life. This is what I get to do. Hop on a motorcycle and go. And who cares where I end up? I certainly don't. That's just it just amazes me that that's what I get to do with my day. So incredible, thankful, and grateful. Yes, high noon. I have to. Oh, right, it is noon. You know what? I need to get going too. Actually, guys, I need to extend my hotel. The IT business really. Yes, that's Philip. I think you were right. Barry to me. I hear you about decompressing though. Yeah. Taco and bean, guys. Yeah, I think I gotta bounce out too, guys. I gotta go extend my hotel. Hey, really appreciate everyone being here and watching, being part of the community and participating. And just like I get a lot out of it. I do. I get present to why I came out here and what do I enjoy and what do I love, and really just how lucky and fortunate I am to do what I'm doing right now. I mean, come on, man. Hopping around on a motorcycle, traveling around this beautiful country. I got a 21-year-old girlfriend who wants to make me breakfast, and come on. I mean, it's absolutely incredible, and I know it. And I'm just grateful and thankful to get to do this and share it with you all. So I appreciate you guys for being here, being on the ride with me and on the journey. And everyone take care, and feed that good wolf. Keep positive, right? Feed the good wolf. I really love that analogy. I love, taking care of that good person inside of us and kind of projecting that. So take care, everyone. Peace, brothers and sisters. Empin. Ayo, ayo.